how many times don't we look at biweekly mowing? And I can appreciate this because I used to do it. I used to do it until I finally realized one day that, man, this is just killing us, man. It's killing us. And how's it killing us? We're going to talk about the different ways that it is, working on us and killing us and messing our day up, messing our time up, our equipment. And there's a lot of ways that it does it, but I've got a great podcast out there on it. You guys like to listen to podcasts, right? Just simply go to where you like to get your podcast, type in Profit Time and look, or Profits Unlimited, and look up, how biweekly mowing's putting you out of business. And the reality of it is, we let our customers dictate the pace sometimes. So that's the real question with the truth bomb today is, are you letting your customers dictate the pace of the race? And too many times we're in the race to the bottom. I've been talking about the race to the bottom since 1990, guys. You're seeing quite a bit of it now these days. A lot of guys are using that analogy, but I'm not saying I'm the first person ever used it. But I've been talking about the race to the bottom since 1990 because Wayne's Lawn Service was in the race to the bottom from 1979 to 1987. We were in that race to the bottom. So I can appreciate the race that we all get in and think we got to let our customers drive the bus and tell us what frequency they're going to get their yard cut on. But what you're going to find out when you decide to make the change is, and somebody, you guys are willing to correct me if I'm wrong on this, and maybe you saw some different results, and that's okay, But the reality of the thing, most of them, when you tell them you're not going to do biweekly mowings anymore, they'll switch to a weekly service because they like you and they don't want to lose you. And now what you're doing is kicking yourself in the butt thinking, man, how many years did I leave that money out there? How many years did I leave that money out there because I was spending all my time doing all those bi-weekly mows? And I know you guys can justify like, well, man, they fit good into the schedule. They fit good here. It just works for me, Wayne. I understand it works for you maybe. But the reality of it is when you profit check it against something else, because the other day I was reading something on social media. We all like to go to that social media river, right? But hey, you guys know what I'm going to say, but what do we got to watch out for in the social media or the social river? Or let me try that one more time. What do we have to watch out for in the social media river? We've said it 100,000 times. That's right. You're exactly right. We got to watch out for who's peeing in the river upstream. We got to watch out what's happening upstream in that river. And what's happening upstream a lot of times is guys are talking about how great biweekly mowing is and how it fits into their schedule. But the reality of it is, you're going to thank me and everybody else that has told you before, man, you need to stop that, and you haven't. And why haven't you stopped doing it? I'll give you my 2 cents on why I think you haven't stopped. Is because number one, you're scared you're going to lose the customer, right? That mindset goes through. And number two is you don't think you can replace the customer. Well, Wayne, business is too hard to come by now, man. If I get rid of that, I'm not going to have those 10 accounts or 20 accounts or 50 accounts or whatever the number is. It doesn't matter. One's too many. And like I said, we've got one, and I'm not going to sit here and justify it to you, but we do have one, because just like I said, we're great at justifying why it makes sense to do them, okay? And I do think, and here we go, you ready for this? I do think the one that we have is okay. We've justified it. in our mind that it's okay to do the one that we have. Okay? So there you go. I threw myself under the bus for you because we're great at justifying things, right? But I just want you to take a look at your biweekly mowings and ask yourself why you're really doing them. Because what I guarantee you, the profit you think you're making on those jobs, you're really not.